Hello, RX187 and welcome back to Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. We rejoin our beleaguered 9th Cameroons in a brave defence of Granville against the German combined arms attack. And as ever, we are struggling to deal with these Panthers. They've been a thorn in our side ever since this scenario kicked off. And although we have knocked out 2.5, it's been at pretty significant cost, and our forces are pretty battered and bruised. And the fun doesn't stop there, so we still have two fairly isolated Panthers, to be fair, but which are fully operational, and then we've got this one centrally which still has a working machine gun, which is obviously problematic for my infantry. So I had a quick look through my forces just to make sure that all the kind of various little bits of infantry were not kind of in silly places, and more or less everyone's kind of tucked up hiding inside buildings, with usually a few losses to the squad and more or less than perfect morale. That being said, we do need to find an answer to these Panthers, and the only really options we've got left are not good, and we're going to probably have to look to our infantry to see if they can't get the job done where our armoured assets have failed us. So down on this right hand side, we also have one Panther here. We have hit it a couple of Piats, but we hit the frontal hull armour, and that's did a whole lot of nothing for us. So what I have done is I've broken off two anti-tank squads here. So they're just going to be riflemen, but they're going to have all the anti-tank grenades, and I'm going to rush them up into this corner and try a bit of an infantry push. At the same time, I have got a smoke order going out from this 2-inch mortar to hopefully try and obscure them and give the lads some cover to get in position. It's not a great option, to be perfectly honest, but we know the grenades can knock out a tank. We did it to this Panther here, so I'm hoping we can get a similar result. I'm also pushing this Piat detachment, or I mean the Piat's dead, but it's the officer who does have two AT rockets, because I cannot remember if they share ammo between squads, despite having, I don't know, 150 odd hours in this game. I still forget things like that. The other thing I'm going to try and do is grab the tank team and get them to go back in their vehicle. I did briefly mention that at the end of last vehicle. It may or may not work out well. Certainly at the minute, he's got a clear shot at the back of the turret, which would be good. I believe from the ricochet that took this, that caused the crew to bail, it was a shot down into the hull. So I'm going to guess that the engine is probably ruined, but perhaps the turret is still operational. And if we could get ourselves, a Panther, I'll take that for a disrupted tank. Over my left hand side, things are less than perfect. So we do, however, we've got a kind of Piat team here, and we also got an anti-tank team again, just some guys with grenades. And so I'm going to do two things. I'm going to move this Piat, get him rounded into this building. I'm going to drop some smoke on this tank, and then we'll push those two guys up. The AT team are kind of just going to run at it head on, which is, low chance of success. My Piat I'm going to try and bring into this position to get a side-on shot. And we'll see. And if we can knock those two out, then at least that gives us a better possession to take our one remaining Churchill, I believe. Yeah, our one remaining fully operational Churchill here, and potentially kind of boss around the remnants of the German squad. At this point, I'm not putting any hope really of capturing our objective over here. I just want to hold the three we've got, and as you see, there is German infantry encroaching. One quick last thing to mention: I did go and plan out the howitzer barrage. So we had, no, I didn't. I never locked in. So I was thinking about planning this howitzer barrage. I'll just do that now, and just dropping it really. So generally, where we know they're kind of firing squads have lined up, then we've got a self-propelled howitzer in here. It's not great, but I don't have, because of a delay. This is 9 minutes because of a TRP. Anywhere else is 14 minutes. The only other place maybe I could drop it, because I know there's going to be Germans is around the objective, but we're not really seeing fire from there. I'm not planning on pushing there, so it's a lot less value. 9 minutes is still pretty rubbish. Let's just drop. We'll do heavy and we'll do maximum. And we'll do general, go. But it's better than nothing, so we'll just drop the rest of our rounds there. Hopefully just injure the kind of support units, and if we're very lucky to get that howitzer if he's still kicking about. Okay, that's my kind of usual 5-minute intro. Let's push on. I have let's say that and then don't start talking again. I've kept this kind of platoon, more or less, all over here intact. So it's not quite 2 sections of a platoon. I've not seen any real value in rushing them over to the centre. I think we've got enough infantry to push back any kind of German infantry to get close, provided we can deal with these Panthers. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, so the infantry was here is just retreating into the church. So German artillery continues to fall in this field. That's not too much of a concern. But with the tank, let's zoom in on this Panther. Distracted over here. Well, I was about to say it gives us a chance to get forward, although he's, you know, just providing overwatch from another Panther, because why not? Oh, get your head down, get your head down. Don't run away, get your head down. Head down. Head down. Don't run away. Running away is death. Yep. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's my smoke falling in. Yeah. So I was probably too quick with getting him with order. I should have smoked him up first, although he seems to be quite happy still, and then issued the smoke order. Are you kidding me? Oh, they hadn't got back in it yet. He just decided, I'm going to take care of this tank while it's here. Well, there goes that plan. Right then. You lads should probably just bail out. On this side, we've got smokes landing, but they're not in the right position yet, so we'll hold off there. We may be out of options on this side now, which is a pretty uncomfortable place to be. Right. Just don't worry about your tank, it's now a burning hulk. Just put yourself back. Yeah, the problem was having now broken off my AT teams, who both bit the dust. No, I've got these guys survived. So we've got a few anti-tank grenades, but we lost this section's AT grenades, which are currently lying in a pile of bodies there. Meanwhile, our P8 team have just got back here without incident. This is good. We just need to land a reasonable smoke screen. 312 meters, I understand the difficulties, so I'm not going to moan about that too much. But we'll see if you can't land a couple of decent rounds. Now it's going to be a question of whether they've got enough infantry to push forward down this flank. But we're in a pretty poor state. Oh, hello. What's this about? Oh. No, so he's now not completely unsupported. We've got some German... Oh, double click, sorry. German infantry on this hedgerow. And only our P18 in the hedges will have to switch some troops around. So we're going to have to push these guys back before we can hope to move a P8 team up to flank this tank. So what I would like to do is get some remnants of a... There you go, Bren team. I'm going to move you guys into this position as well. Although we are just inviting the Panther to hit us with his HE rounds. Smoke's still not going great. I'm thinking whether I want to push forward with my anti-tank team or not. I'm going to have one more minute to see if we can... Have you any more smoke left, actually, before I make the decision? Yes, you do. Let's adjust your target a little bit. See if we can't get a couple of rounds in the right place. Well, there's been no further pushing over here, which is fair enough. You, I would quite like to get you back and connected with the rest of one section. What remains? So if you lads can come out the back here, round and into the base of that building. Just so I don't have all the remaining AT grenades in the hands of one very shaky trooper. Not that I really know exactly what we're going to do with it. Oh, I told a lie, we do have one Churchill left over here. I'd forgotten about this chap. He's just kind of hanging out, to be perfectly honest. Really, he's in a position where if we do pop out, we're likely to meet our end. Although... is there any chance... we might be able to get him if he goes forward. If I reverse a little bit and then face this way. I don't think we'll get the shot unless he decides to advance. But maybe let's prep for that. I think that's more likely than this Panther driving off down this road. Right, we're going to swing a Bren team in, that's fine. These guys could move into the front of this building to provide a little bit of support. We do have a Bren gun. Yeah, we'll try and at least hold this position a little bit. Okay, we'll call that done. I feel like we have very few pieces left that I can move. That looks like still off a little bit there, that smoke. Gotta watch what we're doing here. Yeah, some infantry. This infantry's gonna cause us problems. It's gonna prohibit our ability to do any meaningful closure on this Panther. Ah, it's much better smoke we're seeing now. This could give our AT team a chance. Although all the German infantry isn't going to help now. Yeah, this is the problem. If I move my Churchill forward here, he's just going to get taken out by that guy. But we do have an opportunity to try and... I mean, could we cross that gap, take a shot, knock that guy out, and get over here before this Panther has a chance to readjust? That's a lot of ifs, isn't it? Unfortunately, maybe we've got. I think, you know, rather than break off a dedicated anti-tank team, I might just split them in half. Where am I? And send the 4 of them up. That way we can maybe assist with the Germans along this hedgerow as well. I mean, I could do it. I could just give them that. What's the chances of getting across here? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, I'm gonna do some ponderings to see if we've got any other options, anything else I've missed, other assets I can bring into play, to see if I do have a better option than to try and expose this guy. But we shall see. All right, back to Jeff. Okay, I think I might have found a better solution. I'm going to get the Churchill essentially to stay hidden behind this building, but we can creep forward enough where we're going to get a view of this Panther. It is going to expose our side to him, and again all it takes is one of his very rapid turret rotations, and now he's pointing a target I can't breach, and he's going to poke a hole in my side. But I think we need to take the shot in front of us. And maybe I want to do something ridiculous like give him some targets again. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it feels immensely cruel. You guys are currently lying in the middle of a field. There's one of you. No, what I would like you to do, pause for 20 seconds, and then have a charge forward. I apologise in advance. Okay, this could be something. I've got music to open up and target, so he's looking in the right direction. So he's still pointing away from me. This is good. Hang on, what was that? I'm sorry, did we just completely unluck out with an artillery strike? Excellent. That's the kind of luck we needed right now. Right. It's not seen us. Apparently we've not seen it either. Ah! Upper spalling, that's not good enough. Come on, quick. Mate, you've only got one more shot. What are you doing? Right. Well, that was quite an eventful minute. So, a couple of things. What then hit us in the left turret here? Is that the howitzer? Oh, that might just be Panzerschreck. Perhaps. Okay, that may be a legitimate shot. Thankfully I didn't do us too much damage. Our brave team did make it in, although they are not happy about life. And I may probably tell them just to keep their heads down. This... I mean, we got the hit we were after, that we've been asking for. Armour spalling. And he's run away. But he's not really run away in a very sensible direction. Can I tell you to go somewhere else? If you want to live, you need to reverse in this direction. I don't rate your chance of survival. I'm pretty sure you're just going to get shot. So you guys put your head down for just now. And these guys are just going to have to bravely fight from their current positions. I've got pretty much a fit and healthy squad here. I don't want to overload my buildings too much. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, no. We're gonna... I'll put them all in. This is where they get hit by some kind of high explosive round, just to teach me for doing terrible things. Alright, I think we're going to sit and witness the death of our last 75mm Churchill. If the wall wasn't here, we'd be alright, but that's kind of slowing him down a little bit. Can you even go through the wall? Are you just stuck here? Oh, you made it! Good job. Okay. So that worked of a fashion. Oh, ouch. Now we're just being pushed back by their final kind of infantry push. So our tank survived, but to what aim? Or to what end, I should say. These guys are shaken. Have you... So you're just fighting German infantry at the minute, okay. Which is good, don't get me wrong. And I don't think I'll be able to give you any orders. No. Things are going awry. It's a time to risk a side-on shot with our howitzer. It may be. We may not have a choice. I think I'm potentially facing their battle of defeat here. Just... Okay, what else can I do? No, did you even destroy that wall? No, you just drove through it, fine. But I don't want to pop out again, not when he's facing this way. I think we'll have to try and bring our howitzer to play, which I don't rate as a very sensible decision. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the previous tank, in that we'll give him a pause command and then I'll have you reverse for the last 15 seconds, which should give me a ability to give him a kind of an attack order at the very start of the next minute and then get him to run away. Please do look that way for targets. For the minute, our centre here is just crumbling behind the final infantry advance from the Germans, and you know, our second line has been pretty much decimated. We've got a handful of guys holding back here, but no one is in a particularly good state. Yeah, and the guys in this house are just falling apart now. And that's such a strong position for him to hold, just flanking our entire position in the middle here. Although we get guys here, there's just nothing we can do about it at the minute. Every little thing we try, unfortunately, is not successful. You guys have just panicked to run into the open. And we're off. At this point, there's going to be no one left back here. Oh, he's got the sight. I wonder if he'll get shot away. Oh, hello! Ye of little faith, Requin. Good effort. Oh, I should have done that a long time ago. Okay, so the only thing we have to worry about now is you. And maybe... I don't know. I don't know how you would do against Churchill. Okay. That makes me happy. So the question is, where do I want to try and position this howitzer? I mean, I don't know, I'm just starting long range pops at this thing. Because it's just going to waste your ammo. I do want to bring you somewhere. You're protected from that. I could just bring you forward. Or I could bring you around this way. Risking potential bogging. I think maybe that's the better plan. Try and outflank the Germans who are flanking us. Okay. A slim ray of hope. Clear target. Please head off in this direction. The ground is supposed to be better. I do have to watch I don't open myself up to any unnecessary angles on their panzer. The other thing I want to do is consider the possibility that he reorientates. So have you move here, and hopefully you've got a gap along this road in case he decides, well, I better shift my panzer to cover this threat. Meanwhile, and there's still a few people on the road here, so I can't be too slapdash. At the same time, I do need to kind of retake this position on the corner, so I'm just going to actually tell people to get forward. And then we'll maybe see about recovering some weapons from some fallen comrades. Who have we got back here? Yes. Please get yourselves over. Need to get involved. Try and maybe put a flank on the German infantry positions there. Okay. That's a good start. Ooh, okay. Here we just grit our teeth and hold, I think is about all we can do. I think I'm going to pull you back. Being the valuable asset piece you are, at least over here. And then we'll run it. Let's see what they do in response to having lost that panther. Probably nothing, being it's AI, but you never know. Actually, still a bit risky. I was thinking we could maybe, move the church out here to get a shot, but it doesn't take much for him to correct. Okay, we're flooding forward to take his position. He is a worry, so I'm going to have to deal with him at some point. Germans are maybe crossing this field here. Well, they're certainly crossing the open here, but we've now got angles onto that with our position here. I wonder if their howitzers got eyes on my Churchill there. Okay, you're still happy, this is good. Where's the German infantry? Just along this hedgerow. I'm just thinking, could I get my Piet somewhere he could have a pop? But he's not being harassed by German infantry? Potentially. I mean, is this just lunacy? Probably. Actually, what I could do is get you to go into this position. No, you need to go back a little bit. that position. I think you're protected from the German infantry being along that hedge line. You might be in a position to take a shot beside that turret. You're just a pair of rifles. We do have a couple of Bren carriers which would be useful. Obviously they're pretty exposed to the heavy machine gun howitzer and the last remaining Panther, so I don't want to go marauding with them too early. Well, you are pushing forward and should take care of that. That's just a retreating crew, I think. Okay, we'll leave it as is for this minute. Right. Should watch actually if this guy's in the fire line from that howitzer. Stray shots may take care of our Piat team here. It's all gone very quiet. Howitzer doing howitzer things. Okay. This concerns me. Oh, don't tell me you've got a line of sight to this guy. Please pull back. We've just got little dudes everywhere. What we could do, I want you guys to come over here and here. So I suppose you could sneak up along this hedge slightly. At least give us some kind of option. Alright, I'll pull that Churchill back. What am I going to do with you? I don't know. You guys, I'm going to give a target armor command, at least to have a look in the right direction, see if that encourages you to take a pop. Trees might be a certain issue here, but... and distance and armor and all sorts of stuff. Okay. We are getting towards the endgame at least. The Germans do have a foothold, they're probably contesting this objective. Right, we've pulled back without him having a go, that's good. Churchill's having a pop, at least he's doing something useful. He's actually moving off, that's interesting. Oh, looks like they're trying to push into the buildings. Hey, good shot. Didn't do anything to him, but... so we might have them held. A lot of fire pouring in. But we wouldn't give for one of these tanks over here to be alive. Right, you're going to have to watch yourself with this guy potentially marauding, so I'm probably going to cut you short until he's go hide. What am I going to do with my old Churchill friend? Just potentially, look at the columns of smoke. Ugh. I mean, potentially we could skirt up around the edge of these trees, up through here, without having, you know, without him making contact. But all it takes is one line of sight, one shot, one on target, and we are done. Gonna get you to see if I can, replay phase. See if you can move up right into this corner here. Give yourself, you know, a bit of view, actually a bit of cover from that vehicle as well. Yes, you here. Gonna modify your order slightly. Just go to there and then get your heads down, please, till we find out what's happening with this other tank. I'll keep you guarding that way. If this is where the guy does decide to drive down here and I curse myself. You are not seeing anything. Maybe I pull you back from that position. Yeah, I think I do. Let's bring you back over this way. Get you out of harm's way to a certain extent. You guys are okay set up there. What I would like actually is some mortar rounds, if I can get them, dropping on these German front lines. See if we can't get the rest of our boys to take this position again. Now, especially now that other Panther has moved off, that's reducing the machine gun fire into us. Okay, we're going for 36 minutes. Let's maybe see if we can eke out another 2. Gets down to the last 15. See if we can keep repulsing these German attacks. So hopefully that should give this guy an angle, maybe, depending on where he parks. Yeah, that's not great actually. Again, we seem to have repulsed the Germans, so I'm happy at that. The second Panther just seems to be parked in the road. Hang on, so it's just more mortar rounds. Could be. Fairly quiet minute. Churchill getting involved. Excellent. Ha! A response from the Germans. You can do it, so can we. We've just about lost this entire front line. Okay. I don't want to try and push around with the P8, not with 2 of them there, it's just asking for trouble. I think we might just rest on our laurels for this minute and see what develops. If we can keep hacking away at the guys that appear in this hedgerow, I'll be happy at that. So our howitzers going out, with any luck, will be causing few injuries, though I don't think there's many Germans left here. I'd really like to luck out and, sorry, double click, knock out the self-propelled howitzer. That is probably unlikely. So with the German pushing the centre here, I think what I probably want to do is actually try and bring my last Churchill over in this direction, keeping these houses between me and the tanks, and therefore being able to, you know, impact the German infantry positions. Notwithstanding, that opens us up to that 105mm, which may not be the best solution in the world. Is that worth a sneak? Maybe. I keep seeing if I can't sneak these guys round. Do something with them. Yeah, I need to make a decision what's happening with howitzer. But that is us almost 40 minutes, so I'm going to call that video to close. I feel I'm been very kind of not indecisive, but I don't know. I feel I've been very reactive, I think, this episode. Where I've just been kind of hurling a few troops at the tanks and seeing what sticks. Ultimately, we got lucky, but I mean the losses I've taken here are pretty bad. I definitely think if we do carry these troops forward, then we're going to have some serious problems in the following missions. But all hope is not lost. We may live long enough to retain our objective. We are going to have to deal with these remnants of infantry, which can be difficult to dig out once they're here. I don't know. Think about what we might be able to do to the last few tanks we've got. But yeah, that's going to call it for a day. I hope you have enjoyed this. Do leave me your thoughts down below. I'll come back next time and hopefully we will to maybe not get all the way to the end, but get most of the way there. Yeah, as ever, I will catch you all in the next one.